Well, hello, Michael and team, GE of Vanova. My name is Larry Thompson, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of introduction of me and who I am and what do I do. So let me just start out with a little bit of background. I began my career at Xerox Corporation. In fact, I spent 20 years with Xerox in various positions, both in sales and leadership functions. After 20 years, I started my own company, did 10 years of selling and reselling office products. 2 years I spent working for a company called Bank Tech. I was vice president, national sales and service for them. And we sold and serviced printers and scanners across the US, mostly for the banks and FDIC areas. Then I worked for T-Mobile for about 9.5 years. I was the learning and development enablement director for them, and not for the retail side, but for the Fortune 500 companies, so the B2B side of the business. So I got a lot of experience there. Some of my management experience come from managed a lot of people, big organizations before, but also went to school and got a PhD in leadership. So leadership is something that is near and dear to my heart. Worked with a lot of large companies on a lot of different projects, to include Amcor, Mary Kay, Exxon, WebEx are some of the few that I've worked with. But one of the things that I really got from all of this stuff begins with my training in sales. Back in the day, long time ago, we spin training. You probably heard of that model. Most of the other trainings have been sort of tailored behind this. Spin training, which means you talk about the situation, you talk about the problem, the implications of it, and then the needs of it to help realign and orient the customer to understand the needs and values associated with it. So I really got that and enjoy doing that and enjoy being a part of sales organization. I really would like to come alongside you and help you with your team as well. A question might be, and then how does this whole leadership and sales value interplay with each other? Well, I would say that values are something, a value proposition is something that we have that oftentimes get lost because this is a Larryism. I think we're either training or we're being trained, and customers have done a good job of training us to say that it's about the price. I like to take that price discussion and turn it into an investment discussion, because investment implies that there is a return versus price is just an outlay of capital. But how do we get value out of that? The other thing that the customers are doing, if I am a company, a sales organization, and I have something that I do better than my competitors, or maybe something my competitors don't do at all. When that conversation becomes about price, they're getting the value that I bring free. So we want to talk about how do we get out of that mentality. So that's the sales side. The leadership side comes in that there's a difference between managers and leaders, right? Training don't fix problems, but leaders do. Training can give you the tools and resources and the wherewithal to go about and solve complicated problems or unleash potential that maybe hadn't before. But it's really that leader that comes in and mentors. They know their team so well, they know how to meet them at the various levels in which each team members are. No people are the same. So in training, I like to say it's not really training. We want to do facilitation is probably most aptly used, because in training, I'm just dumping information on you. And facilitation says that I am knowing the people in this particular setting or classroom in such a way that I know where we need to land and stay on for a while, and I know areas where people got it and how to move on. But more importantly than that is the engagement thereof. Number one, it's my job to be and to do those things that are as engaging as I can. And I would tell you this, we have to have fun while we learn. So how do you make this learning fun? Well, it has to be engaging, it has to be participatory, and it has to be all elements where it's seamless as we go through. So I like to really get into that. The other piece is this whole kinesthetic learning. I mean, yeah, some people learn audio, visual, which is good, and a lot of us do. But then others, we got to We got to touch it and feel it and do it. So that comes in the form of kind of simulation or role plays to help reinforce the concepts that we're talking about. And then it has to be repeated. But here's where leaders come in. Because if leaders cannot get the concepts and know how to reinforce that along the way, so long after the training is completed, we have to follow that up with coaching and development. And that's where you and I come in, and where leadership comes in to say, because we learn at different levels and we apply at different levels, we have to be sure that we're meeting people individually where they are and giving them those things that they need, because it's repetitive. I'd like to join this journey with you. I think it'll be exciting and fun. And more than that, we get the results that we need. So that's Larry Thompson. Thank you for the opportunity. And I look forward to working with you down the road. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. Thank you so much.